this video we're going to be taking a look at the Queen song It's Late, another one suggested by Jack Conway that I felt that really needed updating from two videos I did quite a few years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago. So as always, guitar tab sheet written out will be in the blog, link in the description, and hopefully simplified this one down from, you know, the not many official guitar tabs for this one. There was a one in the Queen Rocks guitar tab book, which has become quite rare, and also a Korean import guitar tab book which had this one in. Both kind of contradict each other, but on similar lines. So really strip this down to the riffs that you need to know to be able to play it, along with the solo. Also using the Stephen James book, the complete Queen songbook, and the chords in that to give the song structure. So all that will be on the blog. The first, we start off at the beginning, because that's where you generally start, isn't it, at the beginning, with the intro, and we've got this. So we've got this A held down with our first finger. I've turned the distortion down slightly so it rings out a little bit more. We go to that D/A that you hear in so many Brian May things, with a second finger on the 3rd fret of B, 4th fret of the D, and we're using the open A. We then kind of use the open A and the chord becomes a D added 2nd/A. And then we take this finger down a fret and that becomes an F sharp minor 7/A, which is quite difficult. You could do it with your first finger if you've got bendy fingers, like that. Then you have the, as you can see on the guitar tab, and we'll go through a D arpeggio, then to A. So on the record, that it's quite loud and quite attacking. So that beginning is a, like that. Then it kicks into the main riff, and the main riff is throughout the song. Incidentally, did a video for this that hardly anybody watched, when asked to do an acoustic version of this, which kind of gives you the song structure. So check that one out. I'll put a link in the description for that one also. So as you can see on the guitar tab, we have this open E to 2nd, and I'm using my thumb for that. Some people find that difficult. And we're moving to the open A, then to A, then again to the A, to the D, and then we're kind of playing off the chord, which you can see on the guitar tab, which he also does in the solo for We Will Rock You from the same album. Then back A, then back through the, so A to D always. In the little brackets on there, I've put, I think on the 4th time it's played on the verse, we go, which leads us to the, so on there we've got a C sharp suspended 4. Take our little finger off for a C sharp. And then we go to an F sharp minor chord, play it off that, open E, so it becomes an F sharp minor 7/E. It's almost like an A, but if you do it that like that, it becomes an F sharp minor 7. So to the D, people have written this as, I think Stephen James put it down as an E7. I've seen it written as an E7 suspended 4. Some people have put it as an A suspended 4/E. So basically, A suspended 4, mute the A and use the bottom E. And you can hear that ring out, you can hear that it's right. So you've got that. That's basically the structure of the song. We've got the chorus, which I'm going to put the chords on the screen, and it's late, but I'm bleeding deep inside. It's late. Is it just my sickly pride? Too late. Even now the feeling seems to fade away. It's late. Though I'm crying, I can't help but hear you say, it's late, it's late, it's late. That's kind of what you could call it, the chorus. So E, it's late and I'm bleeding deep inside. E, it's late, oh is it just my sickly pride? E to D, too late, even in now. And there's the A suspended 4/E. Seems to steal it away. E to D, so late, though I'm A/C sharp, so watch out for that fourth, because you're gonna on the record crying I can be. I would hear you A say it's A late, it's late, it's D/A late, but A not too late. So that gives you the structure of the song. When it comes to the solo, pre-solo, we've got this. Bottom E. Some people do E5, but it's basically E to A. Like that. We then have this. A D/E. Move it up and it becomes just an E. Still muting that A. Then as the solo starts, we go to an F sharp. And this is where things get interesting because of the tapping on it. It's one of the first examples of two-handed tapping on a rock record. Not the first, so don't start. Billy Gibbons did it, and somebody back in 1920 did it. Before Eddie Van Halen did it, because we know. I think I did a video on the history of tapping. And but this is one of the first. It's just certainly Brian May's first attempts at tapping. Not that he used it an awful lot. But it's interesting as it goes to F sharp. The solo. In that first phrase, he's really outlining an F sharp minor chord, which he actually talked about that in the micro lessons he did on Instagram. That when he was younger, he learned to play over chord progressions, something that a lot of people forget about. So you've got that, A major pentatonic. Like that. So what I'm doing there is second, fourth, second on the G string, second to the fourth, bend up, and with this finger, tap, and then release to the second, sixth, and then on the fifth fret. Now what I'm doing instead of picking it, I'm kind of flicking it, not tapping, just flicking the string, tapping, release to the air. So you've got that. Like that. Sorry, I'll do that again. Sometimes it's easier to do than it is to explain. Second phrase, we go to the 7th and the 10th, like that. Again, I'm going to flick, so I'm not hammering, I'm just flicking instead of picking. So we've got that 7-10, like you can see it on the guitar tab. Then we move to the G string, 7-9, and then again on the B string, and he doesn't tap on that one. Then the next phrase we go to like that. Sorry, that's like that. So again on the second or fourth. Sorry. Like that. So that's your next phrase. Then so go to a C, B flat slash C, and then the 7th fret of the G bend up, and then we've got you could do it as a chord, but next phrase we're moving to the 8th. So again, like A minor pentatonic this time. Like that. If this ever goes too fast, just rewind the video and go through it. And like let's say the tab sheets are on the blog. I felt when I did this guitar lesson before the so I probably drew it out far too long, trying to overly explain everything, which made I think when I watched it back was a bit painful. Then we have this phrase. Sorry. Like that. So again, 8th fret, and then on the 5th, the 8th on the high E, back the 8th, 8-7 on the G string, bend that 7th up, tap on the 15th, and then it comes back down, then tap for the 5th, 6th fret of B, tap on the 15th, pull off on the 4th, finish on the 5th of G, so you should have that kind of. We then have like a on the 6th. Oh, we don't have that on the 6th fret. Sorry, I thought that didn't sound right. 6th fret of high E, 8th fret of the B. There's a lot going on at this point, but underneath all of that noise, it goes C, G, D, A, E, B, and then on the E, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and E suspended 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and E. And it rejoins the song. So that's solo all the way through, played properly. I could play it along with the record, but you get copyrighted and all that. So played through slowly, we should have this. finish off on that. So as always, thank you for watching. Rushed through a little bit, and this is the one I'll probably try at some point to do a play along with the record. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that helps you be able to play It's Late by Queen.